Jaho! IsaYuki z tej strony. Dokładnie, dobry Torgal. Gramy dalej w Final Fantasy. Mam troszkę mniej odcinków na kanale ostatnio, bo natknęłam się na bardzo dziwny błąd w programie Premiere Pro, w którym edytuję aktualnie w tym momencie te filmy. Dziwny błąd, dziwny, zdecydowanie dziwny. Dobra, chodź tutaj.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
By the pond. A co do błędu, to nie tyle jest dziwny. No, dziwny jest dlatego, że nie działa tak jak powinno. O. Mam problem z edycją audio w premierze, tak naprawdę.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
No skoro wiedzą, to czemu nie poszli od razu tam sprawdzić?
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
Podoba mi się, że dziewczyny mają mundurki w tym całym tutaj przybytku.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
O, jaka nagroda.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Ciekawe. Co on tam ma? No, a co do tego błędu, który mnie tutaj niestety... O, ile on ma tych punktów tam do zrobienia? Który mnie tu męczy, to nie będę odcinka psuć informacjami na ten temat. Ale dzisiaj na live pewnie o tym wspomnę, więc jakby ktoś był ciekawy i może miał ochotę spróbować mi pomóc w rozwiązaniu problemu, co by odcinki mogły wrócić znowu w większej ilości na kanał. Odbierzemy sobie tylko te zadania od wszystkich.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Okej, będziemy się bić?
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Nie martw się, zaraz tu. Możemy od razu z tobą walczyć. Nie będziemy nawet odchodzić. Bo po co?
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Jak to było? 90, 60, 90, tak?
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded. All right. So you know one end of a blade from the other. You know... Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
Przed chwilą grałam Spidermana, robię uniki znowu na
Sword up,
kółko.
bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
O, kolega z pałką.
How the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue.
You got potential. I give you that.
Okej, bye bye.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
O, no, w sumie, co mi tam? Mogę powiedzieć.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a Brand.
A, kolega tutaj jest, którego szukamy.
Heard the bones fell favorably. To the Vale, then, is it?
Zaraz z nim zagadamy, spokojnie.
Nothing like a quick tumble of...
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
Ojejku.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Nakarmimy najpierw ludzi. Priorytety.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
A co tu? Plan dnia, apel, poranna modlitwa, obchód, ćwiczenia z manekinami, południowy posiłek, strzelnica, 10 kołczanów, wow, sparring w pancerzu, konserwacja wyposażenia, prace porządkowe i apel. Okej. Właśnie chciałam powiedzieć, że nie żebyśmy ogólnie mieli szukać zaginionej dziewczyny. Ale możemy nakarmić.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Ona już się zmienia, biedna. Ojej. O, z tym będzie ciężej, on jest przy jakimś żołnierzu.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
No właśnie, miałam to mówić, że to chyba nie będzie dobry moment, żeby mu cokolwiek podarować.
You look like you need a rest.
half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Tamten biedny dalej. Niestety. No dobra, to może pogadamy w międzyczasie z tym kolegą tutaj. Ciekawe, do kogo nas odeślę.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Niebezpiecznie. Zdecydowanie niebezpiecznie.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
No dobrze.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
How about the veil?
Dobra, zróbmy to tutaj. O, przypuszczą nas. Dzięki.
With the right to
You
confiscate
there!
any of
Fancy a drop of the Empire's fire?
How
about a
and a
plum
shine of rose
for the
gold?
apple of your eye?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Ciężki trzos? Okej.
That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Mam nadzieję, że któryś z nich nie da nam szafy do przeniesienia.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
O, co to jest? W sensie, na co im
This
to?
is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Goście na jakąś imprezę przygotowuje.
However do they...
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded.
Shoot.
Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
On nam przyniesie szafę, mówię wam.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
To prawda, a jestem ciekawa w ogóle tego, czy on to dla siebie, czy będzie to sprzedawał tutaj do przybytku tutaj towarzyskiego.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
No nie dało się nie zauważyć tego wszystkiego niestety.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Indeed, and I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Odbierze nam broszkę jak nic, no. O, jedwab nam wpadł. Zobaczmy, czy tamtego kolegę można już nakarmić. I lecimy dalej. Nie, biedny wciąż go tam leczy, niestety. Nie mam tam szybkiej podróży, tak się składa. Fajnie, będziemy mogli tam sobie pójść na nogach. Chodź, Torgal. Pozwiedzać okolice. Wow. Ogólnie to cel naszej podróży. Jakby nie było.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Bardzo dobre pytanie. Poczekaj, poszukamy jakichś skrzynek, bo może są tu gdzieś. Nie chcę z nimi walczyć. I co, będzie mnie gonił? Nie chcę z wami walczyć. Chciałam zobaczyć, czy mogę go pogłaskać. O, nie da się wejść. No trudno. Tu jest więcej, trzeba na nie uważać. Ale widoki są tutaj świetne, naprawdę. Ten zamek był specjalnie zbudowany tak, żeby przypominał te kryształy. No hej, hej.
That's enough dallying, you.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
Biedni ludzie. Jeszcze mamy tu zadania do wykonania, co też fajnie. Na kogoś czeka.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Census are already half stoned.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Że tak powiem, rozglądnę się po okolicy, jak zwykle.
It's my turn. Let me try.
Come on, give it back. If my dad finds out, he'll clobber me.
O. To nie jest jakieś wielkie to miejsce tak
Weren't
naprawdę.
expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Nie ma
All that clean? You good for nothing sluggard.
Rozglądam się ze skrzyniami jakimiś ewentualnie, ale coś tu pusto w takie rzeczy.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one.
But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal.
I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Spoko, nie ma problemu. Jak zapyta, to powiemy. On nie odezwał się słowem nawet. Nie ma tu nigdzie obelisku, który by można przytulić? Ale to nie wróży dobrze, jak on tutaj w ruinach gdzieś siedzi.
It smells of death here, Torgul.
O nie, widzicie to, co ja widzę? Tam, po prawej. O.
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Oboje chyba zginęli. Biedne dziewczyny. O.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
No przykre, niestety. Natrafili na niedogodności w formie dzikich zwierząt. A tu w środku jest, trzeba będzie jednak wejść.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal. You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
No przykre, bardzo przykre niestety. O. W najlepszym wypadku mogli po prostu gdzieś uciec. Tylko pytanie, czy ona chciała z nim uciec.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Chciałam pogłaskać. No.
Get it, boy!
Przefajniutki, no. Dobrze, tu sobie z tym pięknym widokiem tam na tamte kryształy. Tamte to coś czuję, że będziemy jeszcze oglądać z bliska bardziej. Ale na tamte tam. Także dzięki za wspólną grę. Życzę dobrej nocy i dnia i trzymajcie się ciepło. Jaho!